Being free is the ability to be by yourself, making your own decisions. You are free to wake up in the morning and sleep whenever you want at night. You can crush it or you can do nothing. You are also free to choose the way to pay your bills by yourself. So what is really being independent and working as an independent? It doesn't mean that you don't have any responsibilities. It just means that the responsibilities are upon you. That means you're not entitled to have a salary at the end of the month if your business goes bankrupt. Being an employee, on the other hand, you don't need to find clients, you don't need to find a market, you don't need to invest. From 9 to 5, you do your job, you go back home and you get paid. The only thing is, your salary is determined by the HR department. So if you crush it, you're not getting paid more. I had my first job when I arrived in Barcelona in 2017. I worked as a customer support for Airbnb. Now, let's be honest, I did it for the money because I needed it. I don't think anyone goes to this type of work in a call center for a passion project. But looking back, it was a good reminder that I like to be independent. After 1 year, I came back as a solopreneur, but it was really hard because COVID just hit. Once in the red financially, hopefully someone called me asking me if I needed a job. And I said yes. It was in French, again for customer support, but for an IT company. They gave me a computer and I was there for 1 year, crushing it, being on the top of the team. I was online from 9 to 5, resolving IT issues, making as many tickets as possible, crushing it. I was into it. I really wanted to make the best work for that company. And I have to say, for 1 year, I had no financial issues and my mind felt quite okay, but something was missing. I wasn't myself anymore. I wasn't the same person. And even if I was technically on top, I was morally at the bottom. My performances were uploaded. The more I work, the more they could see that I work well, but they just gave me more meaningless work. In the meantime, they were rewarding as Employee of the Month, the worst agent that we had in the team. Literally. My mental health was crumbling, and for me, nothing made sense. I said to my team leader that I don't want to work for the company anymore. And, well, they fired me 2 days later. I didn't want to fight against me being fired. It was not worth it. So, basically, I'm in the trash bin of the company, but I don't mind too much. I felt a relief. I was finally coming back to being on my projects, the things that I really wanted to do, and not making a meaningless work. Because to be honest, I crushed it, so that job wasn't maybe worth the money, but it was worth the learning, the knowledge. Now, how does it feel to be employed against being independent? Well, at first I was motivated, reopening all my accounts, people per hour, Fiverr, Upwork, and guess what? I didn't find anything on these websites. Not that I didn't find anything, but it wasn't at the level of what I needed. If you want to be independent, but you don't make enough money, you are always by design. What struck me the most is I've been there before. I went on those websites. I didn't find anything. That was the challenge. How can you make enough money to pay the bills? And then I realized I have to do something that I never did. Specialize and optimize. Going more niche and find a purpose into my work. What happens when you are too broad is that you end up being kind of useless. You are nothing special. You don't have a specialized service. Everyone can do your job. Nobody needs your services when many people can do it better for a lower price. So now you know what you want to do. You start building your website, build the brand around it, and once you're happy with the general feeling of it, you start the marketing. Which means you are coming back to defining your business. What are you selling and for which price? The USP, the unique selling proposition. And this is where things can get tricky. You try to sell it too cheap, people don't take you seriously. You try to sell it too high, nobody wants to pay for it. Sometimes you try to sell your cheap packages, nobody wants to buy them. While in the meantime, you see other people selling and making bank on expensive packages. So what is happening? Is it your service which is not worth, or do you have an issue of marketing? The truth is, even if I sell you a nice website, it's about the experience of the client. It's how you treat him. It's how you make him go from point A to point Z without making him feel like it's a hustle. You need to have a price that reflects your services. And this is where entrepreneurship comes as a science and a art of finding the right price point finding something disruptive or how to make more because you deserve more, because your work becomes better. And that's why people are afraid of being independent. They don't always understand their inner value or the value of their work. The most important part, in the end of the day, is find a job, get it done, get paid. And as long as you keep a good relationship with the client, it's not always about the fancy website. The most important thing is to make your first step forward. And from there, you can always adjust. So I just realized my microphone was not recording anymore. I literally have nothing to sell you on that video. I just want to say that I don't believe that entrepreneurship is for everyone. Even if I believe the journey is really worth it, just let me know how you feel about entrepreneurship, if there's anything that is blocking you from starting your journey, anything technical that I can answer to you on another video, let me know. And see you in the next one. Peace.